we also, make no mistake, need to rethink what our industrial and market system looks like. We still have the remnants of the old license permit Raj, and we need to figure out how we go to a place where the accent is on creating many, many more new jobs of a good quality, and there more freedom. Trust but verify is a good idea there.
What's amazed me and is how important mahal is to economics. Sentiment, how important during this COVID issue is that the real problem is the trust issue. People don't quite understand what is going to happen next, and so there is fear in the system. You talked about unemployment. We had a big high level of unemployment that's now going to be massive. How do we think about unemployment going forward 2-3 months from now when the impact of this thing actually hits?
Well, the numbers are really worrying, right? If you look at CMI and says that virtually 100 million more people have been put out of work as a result of this COVID. 50 million through unemployment, 60 million through leaving the labor force. Now, you can dispute what the particular survey does or says, but this is the only data we have. And the numbers are just mind-boggling. I think, again, this says we need to open up in a measured way, but as fast as possible, so that people start having jobs, because we don't have the capacity to support people across the spectrum for too long. And being a poor country, a relatively poor country, people start out with significantly lower reserves. But let me throw the question back at you. We see a lot of measures in the United States as well as Europe based on the kind of realities on the ground. The government in India, of course, has a different kind of reality that they're facing. What are the big differences in your view between the governing in the West and dealing with the reality of life in India?
I mean, the scale, first of all, the scale of the problem, and at its heart, the financial scale of the problem, the inequality, and the nature of the inequality. So things like caste, the way Indian society is structured is completely different than American society, as you know. And some of the ideas that hold India back are deeply embedded and often hidden. So I think there's a lot of sort of social change that is required in India. And a lot of these problems are different in different states. The politics of Tamil Nadu, the culture of Tamil Nadu, the language of Tamil Nadu, the way the Tamils think, completely different than the way UPites think. And so you have to model things around them. One blanket solution for the whole of India just will not work. It can't work. So there is, in our government, which I think is completely different than the United States, there is an